Hello, Virgos, and welcome to your November 2021 reading. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more well-rounded perspective. And if you would be interested in a reading that's more specific to you and your circumstances, go ahead and check out the link box below for links to my website. All right, let's go ahead and begin. The first card we have is how you are leaving the month of October, and we have the Queen of Cups. And so I feel as though you have come to a point of understanding regarding yourself in your connection and its emotional connection to whatever connection that this is referring to. But I also get an overall sense that even though you're coming into this and you're embracing this and you feel like you're kind of growing into a part of who you are, there's also a very kind of timid and I don't want to say hesitancy because you are still moving forward, even though you feel whatever it is that this is. But there's just feels this sort of you're not running in with open arms. You do have your arms open. You are open and ready to accept and receive. You feel like you understand what is being presented to you. You feel like you understand what it means for you, but you're still being very tentative. It's not like you're full in diving into this presentation that of yourself that you're connecting with. And this really has to do with an emotional aspect of something that has reached a point of clarity and understanding that you feel you can embrace with yourself. So there's something about yourself and some relationship or connection, and there's an emotional aspect of it. And this is just sort of a validation of what you're feeling, not so much to give you a message of what you should or shouldn't do with this sense, as much as it's just a validation. It's letting you know that this is something Spirit has witnessed. They recognize that this is where you at, this is where you're at. They recognize that even though you are fully embracing and you are acting like you're ready to move forward because you are moving forward, they also recognize that you are feeling a bit tentative. There's a part of you that is embracing, yet at the same time you're embracing very slowly, and they're letting you know that they recognize this. And I feel that one of the reasons why they're recognizing it is because this message is coming with a message of letting you know it's okay, take your time. We have all the time. Time and space is it transcends. Once you get to the superconscious, once you get to the ethereal, it transcends. So take however long you need for you to get comfortable in embracing this aspect of yourself. We have all the time in the world. We can wait for you. So that's what I feel is the message that comes with that card. We're following that with the 10 of Cups, an overall sense of happiness, like you're moving towards completion and happiness. You're moving towards a sense of there's been something that you have been working towards, or something that has been on your mind. There's something that you have been you had a vision for, or you felt pulled towards, but this has been a long time coming. So it's not like something you felt a couple weeks ago, this year, or even last year. A good bit of you, there is something that you had come within your subconscious periphery, and when it flashed into your being or into your vision, subconscious vision, there was a part of you that was like, I want that. And then there was a subconscious part of you that was consistently moving you in that direction long before you were aware that this was the direction that you were moving. And recently you have recognized how many steps that you've been taking over the course of however long it's been since that time that you had this vision. You're able to reflect and realize that even though at the time when I did this, and this, I didn't realize I was working towards this, but now you can see how everything's coming together. You can see how all the ducks are in a row. You can see how the steps have guided you in this direction. You can see how the decisions, even when you were being guided on a subconscious level, were specifically for leading you to whatever this is. And you're seeing something that you had just thought in the subconscious peripheral as a vision that you wanted. you're now kind of seeing it come together. You're seeing it in front of you. You're seeing it as something that you can actually work towards. And I feel that this is in line with that Queen of Cups energy. You're still tentative about it, because even though you've been on the journey and you have moved yourself in this direction for quite some time, this is the first time you have been actively and fully and wholly aware that this is what you are working towards. And so you still have to wrap your head around the possibility of this coming to fruition. And that's one of the reasons why you're a bit of a pause, or you're moving slowly. This is the first time in this entire journey you have been as aware of everything as you are right now. As you move through the rest of the month, we have the Page of Wands energy coming in strong. And this is just them letting you know that when you are ready, let yourself go. Let yourself fall into the possibilities. Let yourself trust what you know is in front of you. Let yourself trust what you know is possible, because like I said, there are so many steps that you have taken over the course of however long this has been. Those steps were subconscious, but they have led you to this point. So now that you are conscious of this, there's no need for you to start taking control and start to, try to force things to happen one way or the other. Your subconscious has known, Spirit has led you up to this point. There's no reason why you have to suddenly not rely on your subconscious, your higher self, or spirits to continue to guide you. They can continue to guide you. You need to relax into the guidance that you're receiving and relax into what you know is been intuitively provided as far as your direction is concerned. So this is just a call. The Page of Wands is a call to not try too hard to take control, but allow yourself to continue to be subconsciously guided or guided by your higher self, and allow yourself to fall into that, and then just be part of the movement, be part of the action. But there's definitely a call for you to fall into and continue to trust your intuition like you were all up to this point, even if you weren't aware of that's what you've been doing up until this point. Ghost Regret is the card that we have at the end here, and I feel that this is tapping into just, if you hold back too hard on yourself, you're going to get to the point where you're going to regret not allowing yourself to trust yourself. Again, when I was at the earlier part of this reading, I said how you have taken so many steps, and now on reflection, you can see that those steps you have taken up to this point, even though they were subconscious, they were led and guided, and they have led you to this point, to having this thing that you had seen or you had envisioned however long ago it was. And now that you are aware, there is an underlying sense that you want to take control, and you're being told to not do that. And the more that you are faced with that struggle of knowing how much control you're supposed to have versus how much you're supposed to trust your intuition, and then the action that you're supposed to be is based on the intuition, not on whatever thing you're trying to control. As you continue to have this internal battle, if you battle too much, you are going to get to the point where you're going to regret, because you're going to take control of the situation, you're going to take control of making a decision, and then you're going to start to reflect on how things could have been if you'd made choices otherwise, and then it's just going to become a domino effect of internal conversations of what you should or shouldn't have done, what you could have done, how could it have been, would it have been better. They're just saying, again, fall into trusting your intuition. That's what it comes down to. You don't want to get caught up in this internal battle, and this battle within yourself, this conversations that you'll have within yourself as far as what you should and shouldn't do as you try to take control now that you're aware. It's just going back to that concept of falling into trusting the intuition that has guided you all along. You are aware that this is where you have been headed, but you are also aware of how your steps have been guided. Focus on that awareness. Focus on the fact that you have a connection to a higher level that has guided you, and you can continue to trust that connection, to continue to guide you, so that you will make all the choices that will make you happy when this comes to conclusion, whatever that conclusion is for you. So to avoid the regret, Don't spend time arguing with yourself as you try to control the situation. Fall into trusting spirit, and then follow through with the action. Follow through with the fire, not the control. All right, Virgo, that is all I have for you for this month. I hope this reading was everything you were hoping for and more. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising for a more well-rounded perspective. And if you would like something that's more personal to you and your situation, check out the description box below for links to my website. All right, that is all I have for you. I hope this month is a great one for you, and we will see you in a future video.